Hello everyone, hope you all are fit and fine. Today my topic is law and social justice. So let's begin. Watch till last to get some knowledge. Law and social justice are very important in our day-to-day life. Social justice is an important element of the Constitution of India. The preamble, along with the fundamental rights and the directive principle, mandates that the state should not secure a social order for promotion of welfare of the people. Social justice is founded on the principle of human rights and equality. It also encompasses the principle of economic equality. In keeping with this larger goal, many governmental schemes and policies aim to achieve equality of opportunity and thus ensure social justice. The role of law is vital in implementing and ensuring social justice in society. So government has framed various laws to ensure that there is justice for all sections of the society. Through making, enforcing and upholding this law, the government can control the activities of individual or private companies so as to ensure social justice. Enforcement of safety law. As the lawmaker and enforcer, the government is supposed to ensure that safety laws are implemented. It is also the duty of the government to ensure that the right of life guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution is not violated. In fact, the passing of the Panchayat Raj Bill, the 73rd Amendment Act, was to empower all the people to be equal participation in the decision making process. This is one of the amendments which came about not on account of the pressure exerted on the government but because of the government's consciousness and deliberate efforts. When government realized that much of what it was doing was not reaching out of the larger section of the society, decided to come about with an institution which could bridge the gap and make the democratic progress more participative. Law passed by the government. The following are some of the law passed by the government for the benefit of workers and promote social justice. Minimum Wages Act 1948. The Minimum Act 1948 safeguard the interests of workers by binding the employers to pay the worker the minimum wages fixed under the act from time to time. This act is to safeguard the interests of the workers in unorganized sector. Under the act, both the central government and the state government can fix, revise, review and enforce the payment of minimum wages to the worker in spite of civil employment under their respective jurisdiction. This act also provides for regulations of working hour, overtime, weekly, holidays and overtime wages. The minimum wages and allowances linked to the cost of the living index are revised twice a year. Child Labor Prohibitions and Regulation Act 1986. The Constitution of India bans the employment of the children. But there are certain sectors where children are still employed. So this act prohibits employment of children below the age of 14 in sector and factories which are considered hazardous. If anyone is caught hearing children in any kind of the work, the penalty amount to be imprisoned for a term which shall not be less than 2 months, but which may extend to 1 year. Equal Numeration Act 1976. The Equal Numeration Act 1976 came about as a way to remove gender discrimination when it comes to remuneration and wages. This act provides for the payment of equal remuneration to man and woman workers. According to the act, the basic wages or salary and any additional allurement, whatever so payable either in the cash or in kind to a person employed in respect of the employment or work done should be paid up in full. Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005 is aimed at providing protection to the wives or female life in parents from violence at the hands of the husband or the male life in partner or his relative. The law extended protection to women who are sisters, including adopted sisters and mothers. Domestic violence under the Act includes abuse or threat of abuse, whether physical, verbal, emotional, or economic. This law and also cover harassment under dowry demands. Right to Education Act 2009. Right of children to free and compulsory education aims at providing free and compulsory education to all the children of India who are in the age group of 6 to 14 years. According to this act, children falling within this category will have 8 years of elementary education in an age appropriate classroom in his or her neighborhoods. Under this act, no children can be denied admission for the wants of document. No children will be turned away on account of the admission cycle being over, nor any admission test can be taken. New laws to protect the environment. In 1984, there were very few laws protecting the environment in India, and there was hardly any enforcement of this law. The environment was treated as a free entity, and any industry could pollute the air and water without any restriction. Whether it was our river, air, groundwater, the environment was being polluted and the health of the people disregarded. Environment Protection Act 1986. The Environment Protection Act was enacted in 1986 with the objective of providing for the protections and improvement of the environment. It empowers the central government to establish authorities which are empowered with the mandates of preventing environment pollutions in all its form and to tackle specific environmental problems that are particular to different parts of the country. The act was amended in 1991. Government is also conscious of the fact that a clean environment is a basic requirement to lead a healthy life. So the government and NGOs are doing their best to help these people an alternate source of living. So friends, this is the video about law and social justice. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you will get some knowledge from it and which will be useful for you all. So friends, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.